いつか誰かに切り取られていた大声で笑うことはいつになれば許されるのかなもし今疲れ果てて倒れたって誰も気づかない今日は今日のままお前らのせいだお前らのせいだあの記憶もこの制裁もお前らのせいだお前らのせいだ言い訳なんて聞きたくない誤解や絶望苦痛も全部手桜へ
Yokohama 99's cross streets. Aw, it's not even close to Chinatown. So much for us getting a decent meal on this strip, huh?
Well, then how about on the way home we take ourselves a little detour? Maybe.
Tsukumo's place is way out there. Want to take a taxi?
I suppose we could. But why don't we hoof it? Yeah, we could see the sights.
I guess I'm on board with that. Let's roll, Tom.
What a waste.
Let's hit it. Yo, hold up a sec, Doc. Nonsense over there.
That's not what I said.
Whoa, what'd you call me?
What the? Hey, what are you filming me for? Knock it off!
Chill out, man. Why do you care? I don't see anything that says I can't record here.
Enough! Stop!
Just give me a reason. You have one? It's a free country, isn't it?
Whoa! Hey! What gives? You just kicked my sign over!
Ah, that was the wind, man. A big old gust just came through, right?
Yeah, crazy. Just now it whooshed right over.
I told you! Put that down! Come on!
Kids don't seem to give any fucks about people these days.
Agreed. So much for seeing the sights, huh?
Well, you're thinking what I'm thinking, aren't you?
Do you have to ask?
So, anything else you want to accuse us of? I'd say you must be losing it, Pops.
You goddamn brats!
I got that one. He called us goddamn brats. You picking on high schoolers, man?
No, I just don't want you loitering in front of my store. That's all I said, okay? So stop disturbing my customers.
That part's not gonna make the video.
Wow, is that one of those new smartphone models? May I?
What the hell?
Damn, the camera on this thing's amazing, man. Your parents buy it for you?
Holy crap, he kicked Sakaki down.
You must be seeing things, kid. Anyway, your smartphone's kind of dirty, don't you think? Let me see.
Hey! Give me my phone back!
You want it back? I'll give it back, but only if you put this poor restaurant owner's sign back up first.
Asshole. You think you can fuck with us? You're gonna kick That stings like a bitch!
For fuck's sake, these guys are monsters!
Yo, was that Aikido just now? Oh, don't tell me you've been training in a secret dojo or something.
Just more of my own thing, really. Figured I'd find a way to hold back for punks like them. Here, this came from one of those kids. Your call what to do with it.
You really didn't have to. But thank you. Those were students from Serio High. You'd think private school kids would be better behaved, but they're just as immature.
They look like a bunch of entitled rats.
They'd learned some manners the hard way in Kamurocho.
Well, we've got our fair share of unsavory types. The Yakuza, not to mention those Yokohama Liomang gangsters. Those kids wouldn't dare to mess with them.
So they're selective about their targets.
Yes, they'll only harass you if they think they'll get away with it.
Think they'll be back for more?
I certainly hope not. Anyway, I sure am glad you stopped by. Come to think of it, you're the only ones who've ever intervened. I take it you're not from around here?
Yeah, but we might end up staying. For a while at least. Ever hear of a detective agency called Yokohama 99? We were on our way there right now.
I'm afraid that doesn't ring a bell.
That's all right. If anything, we should get going.
Sure. Oh, but before that, please take this with you. Consider it a token of my gratitude.
Really, guys?
Let's hit it. Kyoinro. Looks like this is it.
Are you almost here, Yagamishi? We went ahead and sat down.
Actually, we're right out front.
Excellent. Just give the host my name then.
Will do.
Was this the same guy living in a net cafe not too long ago? He sure has come a long way.
Yeah, at this rate, he'll leave us in the dust.
Without further ado, allow me to introduce Yagamishi and Kaito-san, the gentlemen I mentioned before. They are, without a doubt, the finest private eyes in Kamurocho.
Ah, yes. Tsukumo-san here has certainly been singing your praises. My name is Okuda. I'm the chairman of a private high school, Serio, if you've heard of it.
Serio High. Isn't that where those kids were from?
Yeah, the ones from earlier.
Is something the matter?
We actually ran into some of your students today. There must have been 7, 8 of them. They were harassing a restaurant worker and recording it on their phone.
Oh boy. And I'm guessing you didn't just stand and watch?
You bet your ass we didn't. Had to knock a little sense into those brats.
You mean there was an altercation? Perhaps I should pretend not to have heard that.
Come on, pal. Why don't we cut the formal crap and tell it like it is?
Because that would be unprofessional, Kaito-san.
Chairman, we'd like to start investigating tomorrow. So would you mind sharing any background information you may have?
Certainly, yes. Our administration has a very firm stance against bullying. Yet no policy is foolproof, and each situation is unique. We continually ask ourselves, are we taking proper measures to foster a supportive environment? Or, if enmity is already prevalent among the student body, are we addressing their concerns promptly enough? I believe the key is prevention. Stop bullying before it starts.
And you're hiring detectives to help?
Oh, yes. See, as this thought was dawning on me, I happened across a sign. Yokohama 99, it read. I visited your webpage, actually, and I discovered just how well-versed you were at this very matter. At that moment, I knew fate was guiding my hand.
Sounds like you walked right out of a commercial.
In most situations we've dealt with, we knew who the problem was beforehand. All we needed to do was get the evidence. But in this case, we don't even know if there's a bully in the first place.
Hence why we called in the reinforcements.
So, I take it you have some sort of plan?
Of course. We're going to start by spreading hidden cameras throughout the school, anywhere that bullying is most likely to occur. This footage should provide a detailed snapshot of student interaction that would otherwise go unnoticed. Then, after a 2-week test run, we'll compile our data and present our initial analysis.
Nothing beats a good old-fashioned spy cam.
Yes, but if one of these spy cams were found, the whole operation could be compromised. As such, our pair of experts are intimately familiar with the complexities of human behavior, ensuring these cameras remain hidden.
Damn, you make me want to hire us.
This secret stays between you and us, Chairman. Not even the guards or teachers can know. Do I have that correct?
You do. I believe the more people who know, the more likely it is this would get out. At any rate, I've heard Yagami-san here has tackled many a difficult case in Kamurocho. I'm glad to have such a reliable detective on the job. You have my full confidence and backing.
They just keep raising the bar on us, don't they?
So, Yagami-shi, if there's anything you'd like to ask the chairman, now's your chance.
Hey, good idea. We might learn a thing or two from watching the master at work.
Way to put me on the spot, guys. But might as well.
Like I said, my goal is to nip any bullying in the bud before it can grow any worse.
And it's not enough for the teachers to be on full alert?
Unfortunately, no. I'm afraid I can't fully trust whatever they jot down on some report.
Guffle with your students. No one got hurt, but how do you feel about that?
I'm afraid I have to remain ignorant of that.
Fine. But let me tell you one thing. Next time I see your students harassing someone, it's gonna be lights out. The kitty gloves are off.
That also part of the Yagami Detective Agency package?
You mentioned you couldn't trust your teacher's reports. Why is that?
Human error, I suppose.
Your first response seemed to hint...
Yes. Yes, I suppose it did.
Can you tell me what's going on?
Where should I begin? You see, folks, it has been almost 4 years since the suicide of one of our students. The poor boy hung himself at home.
You mean because he was being bullied?
Not on paper, at least. We established a committee to investigate, but they never turned up anything. Neither did the court.
Wait, you were taken to court?
Yes. One of the students' parents filed a lawsuit. Now, there were online postings that may or may not have hinted at bullying. But the prosecution never found substantial evidence, and the court ruled we were in the clear.
If I can ask your honest opinion, was there really no bullying, Chairman?
I would like to believe there wasn't. but I may have been too far removed from the classroom to say that in good faith. Every day I watch our students come to school, and what I see are young, happy kids. They're all so full of life, with bright futures ahead of them. However, around 2 months ago, we lost contact with one of our student teachers. Everyone assumes it's a mental health issue.
The hell? Don't tell me he got picked on too.
That could have been the case, but I didn't get enough details to say for sure. From what I'd observed, he appeared to be getting along quite well with the students. But I later heard his family had reported him missing. At the end of the day, I'm asking you to shed light on the darkness that's plagued my school. That is why I went the detective route.
You uncover bullying. What action would you take?
Of course, we would provide appropriate counseling, in addition to notifying the local authorities.
Wouldn't that mean increasing the teacher's workload? Interviewing students, filling out paperwork. That could lead to making people not want to bother reporting it.
Sad to say, I can't rule out that possibility. The teachers have so much on their plate as it is. I doubt they'd volunteer to look for any extra trouble. That is why we must strike at the root of it.
What if you offered your staff a bonus for catching any bullies in the act? I know that'd motivate me.
You don't think that'd backfire?
Actually, it might be worth considering. But the fact of the matter remains, bullying has no perfect solution.
Hey, Chairman. You a big fan of Peking duck?
Oh, it's very tasty.
Isn't it? It's one of my personal favorites. Nothing like biting into warm, crunchy duck skin. Oh, and it's gotta be slathered in that special sauce.
Are you eating okay, Yagamishi? You can place another order. If you could get back to the case, I'll make sure to keep your plate full.
Oh, and he tells me to keep it professional.
I think this conversation has been enlightening. Any thoughts, Tsukumo?
What else is there? I suppose we'll have to see when we get there. We may have more questions then.
That would be fine.
All right then. Time to dig in or what?
Are you really pretending you waited? You've been nibbling this whole time.
You call this nibbling? Hey waiter, I want to place an order. And tell your chef, I hope his kitchen can handle this heat.
I take it this place isn't exactly cheap?
Don't you worry about that, Yagamishi. The bill's on us. It's your welcoming party, remember?
In that case. Excuse me. I'm ready to order too.
I'm a night owl, so my work's just starting. I recommend you get some sleep for... If you want to close your eyes for a bit, the couch is surprisingly comfortable.
Excuse me.
What's up with those guys?
They sure look like men on a mission. But for what?
We will now commence our journey by taxi to Seiryo High. Gentlemen, are we all ready? Remember, this case can open up a lot for us depending on how we solve it. So let's leave no stone unturned.
Don't worry. No case is too big or too small. We always swing for the fences. Ain't that right, Tom?
You know it.
Good. Then let's get going.
Ah, you must be the repairman. The chairman said you'd be here. I take it you know where you're going?
Yes, but thank you anyway.
Ooh, this place reeks of money.
They are a prestigious prep school.
Wonder if the kids are on recess.
So, our first order of business is to analyze the layout of the school. The schoolyard should provide the proper vantage point. Let's head there. It seems this school's design is fairly conventional. See, there's the classroom building, and that must be the gym.
By the way, how many spy cams do we have?
20 in total, all of which feed directly to my computer.
Think we ought to split them up between us?
We could, but that might draw extra attention. We stick out enough as is, so people will wonder what we're doing alone. But if we moved in pairs, they'd write us off a lot easier.
Clever as always, Yagami-shi. Huh. That reminds me of something. When a con man pretends to be a cop, they'll usually bring along a partner. It seems the added person adds legitimacy, unless you're a natural skeptic. All that is to say, Yagami-shi knows his material.
Hear that, Tom? You should have been a con man.
Very funny. So, how about Kaito-san and I take half the cameras and you guys take the rest? Where are they, anyway?
Right here. Now, these cameras don't see very far, but they do see wide. 150 degrees, to be precise. So let's try to set them up where we think a bully would be most likely to strike.
So, we just gotta find the teacher's blind spots, eh? You're looking at a natural, buddy.
You would brag about something like that, Kaito-san.
Better stop before I blush.
All right, guys, I think it's time for action.
Okay, Tak and I'll start here. And you guys can work your way around opposite us.
Affirmative.
We've only got 10 cameras, so we gotta use...
Tsukumo reporting in. Feed is coming in.
Thanks.
We just finished.
Copy that.
All right, Tak. Just follow my lead. The boys will handle this floor. So let's go up one more.
Gotcha.
Every bully loves a good pair of stairs. Pushing someone down them ruins their day pretty quick.
You think it's really that often? Still, it is a blind spot.
Yep. Close corners make for poor visibility. making this a #1 choice among assholes.
You don't say.
Alright, then let's get a camera here. Alright, let's move up to the next floor.
Yagamishi, are you perhaps on the second floor?
Yeah, we're about to start setting up.
Okay, we're almost done with the first floor, and we'll be heading to the east building after. I think we can handle that all on our own. So can you finish up the second and third floors here?
Sure, not a problem.
Splitting up for a bit shouldn't hurt. How about I take the second floor and you do the third?
Works for me.
Looking for something, pal? Yeah, I'm kind of busy, in case you couldn't tell.
1,000 yen, no questions asked. That'll cover a pack of smokes, maybe 2.
You're saying I should take this?
Well, yeah. Kinda sucks asking you to move on your break.
You know, you're not such a bad guy. In all honesty, the budget's been tight this month.
Kaito-san, I'm done setting up the 3rd floor.
Same. I've hit up every blind spot I could think of. Thing is, I've still got 2 cameras left. Maybe this tight corridor might be good. The teachers probably passed by without a second glance.
Hey Kaito-san, don't you think we should be installing these in classrooms? Isn't that where bullying primarily takes place?
You might be right about that. But we couldn't cover every classroom if we wanted to, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, fair enough. Nice to see you putting so much thought into this.
So, as professionals, we'll just have to make do with what we've got. We should set this camera up wherever we can get the broadest view. How about the ceiling in the middle of the hall? Then we'll see everyone going in and out of class. Okay, Tuck, I'm gonna give you a boost. So make sure you find a good spot for that thing, okay?
Uh-huh. You know, we totally could have done this during recess. Everyone's just staring at us.
Too late to whine now. Just do what you gotta do and be done with it.
Huh?
You saw them, right? Those kids who started trouble at the restaurant.
You noticed too, huh?
Classroom 2-2.
Sounds like we've got some bullies in there for sure. That'll be a prime spot for the last camera.
All right. Just make sure they don't see your face. Let's roll.
Excuse me, but I don't recall there being an inspection today.
Whoa.
Sorry to be in your way, ma'am. We won't take long.
I understand, but nobody notified me we'd have any interruptions.
Yeah, and nobody notified us this school hired such gorgeous teachers.
You know what? I don't seem to recognize either of you. Probably because our usual repairmen were here just last month.
Can't say I know anything about that. We're just here doing our job, man.
You can call me Sawa-sensei, not ma'am, and you're in my classroom. Forgive me, but who may I ask called you here?
It was the chairman who called us in. I had assumed all teachers were notified.
Oh, the chairman. Well, I suppose I should leave it at that then, hmm?
Well, when you say it like that...
Did he make this appointment with you directly?
Yep, sure did. So, thank you for your business.
And I'm sure our chairman gave you his name?
His name? Oh, well, that would be Ando-san. That's a no-brainer.
Unfortunately, your no-brainer is wrong.
Really?
Just what is going on here? Are you two really repairmen?
Look, I got his name mixed up, all right? I was thinking of a chairman from another private school. This school's chairman is, Puda-san. How could I forget?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry for being so rude.
No problem at all, Teach. By the way, anyone ever tell you how stunning you are? I'd say you're just my type. My dream gal, even.
What?
Ignore him, please. Like I said, we'll get this done quick and be out of your hair. And we're done. Sorry again for the disturbance. We'll be going now. The hell was that, Kaito-san? You forget we're working here?
Yeah, but man, that chick's the spitting image of a teacher I had a crush on. One of my few good school memories.
What, so that makes me the bad guy?
All right. Back to work. I get it.
This is Tsukumo reporting in. Yagamishi, please respond.
Hey man, we just finished setting up the cameras.
Good, so did we. Could you and Kaito-san meet us at the gymnasium then? It's empty at the moment. I thought we might as well check the camera feed and discuss what to do moving forward.
Got it. Then we'll see you at the gym.
Excellent work, gentlemen. All cameras are fully operational.
So, now all we do is sit back and watch?
Something like that, yes. By the way, Yagamishi, I noticed you installed a camera in a classroom. Did you find a lead there or something?
Yeah, that classroom had those problem kids from yesterday. Thought they'd be worth keeping an eye on.
Aha. Well, nothing unusual's turned up yet.
Guess we'll have to watch and wait. If there's any bullying happening at this school, this is a surefire way to find out.
Wrong as it is, there's something about smoking in school that makes it feel twice as good.
You're awfully nostalgic today, Kaito-san.
Yeah, well, my school wasn't as fancy as this one. Plus, I dropped out after a year.
Uh-oh. Guys, check this out. I think we may have found something.
What is it?
This is the classroom where Yagamishi set up the camera. Class 2-2.
Them again. Now they're picking on a girl.
Whoa, did you see that?
No, they're writing something on her? With a permanent marker?
Yo, Doc, let's go kick the shit out of those punks. No way I'm letting that slide.
Yeah, this is a problem.
Hold on, Yagami-san.
What now?
Looks like they got what they came for. They're already leaving the classroom.
Man, why's nobody helping her? It's like they don't even want to see it. Kids think this doesn't involve you?
Let's go, Kaito-san. I want to see what happened with my own two eyes.
Yeah.
I suppose we should report this to our client. I didn't expect to find anything this quickly, though. But now, we have irrefutable evidence that bullying is real here at Seiryo. We'll have to take this up with the chairman and see how we should proceed.
Doc, that's her. The girl we saw on camera.
Let's get a little closer and see how she's doing. Hey.
This is Tsukumo, paging Yagamishi.
Yeah, what's up?
I've just reported our findings to the chairman. Could you meet us here? His office is on the 3rd floor of the East Building.
On our way.
Please, come in.
Huh? You're that teacher.
Sawa-sensei, wasn't it? To what do we owe the pleasure?
All of these men are detectives?
Yes, and I'd like you to keep their identities a secret. These gentlemen here are Yagami-san and Kaito-san.
I see. Very well then.
I've explained the situation to Sawa-sensei, our homeroom teacher for Class 2-2. Why don't you both have a seat?
I knew something was wrong, but I could never put my finger on what.
The girl being bullied. Her name's Mami Koda. Do I have that right?
Yes, she's in the basketball club. And so are all those kids surrounding her.
Wonder if that's where the bullying started.
Sawa-sensei, you mentioned noticing something was wrong?
Well, only that Koda-san hasn't been herself lately.
Suspend him. Expel him. Kick those bullies the hell out of here. The video we took has all you need.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. For one thing, it would be quite problematic to use this video as evidence.
True. The school can't just come out and say we've been recording your kids without consent.
Yes, and let us bear in mind, they still have their whole lives ahead of them. We cannot treat this lightly.
You're not saying we should look the other way, are you?
Hey, last night you said the total opposite, man.
If you intend to cover this up, let me just begin by saying...
No one is suggesting we cover it up.
Then we need to act now. We have no idea how close to the edge Koda-san could be. What if there's a chance? What if she does something drastic before tomorrow?
Pardon me for saying so, but bullying is rarely resolved by the victim and the perpetrator coming to a mutual agreement. Thus, a third party must intervene.
I presume you read that in a book somewhere. I can tell you from experience that no victim finds it easy to open up about their situation. Not to family, friends, anyone. It takes a tremendous amount of courage for a bullied child to come forth and seek help. So if we, as outsiders, are to intervene, we must consider the ramifications.
Even so!
No, I think the chairman's right. Making a big scene might only make things worse for Koda-san.
Come on, Talk. That's not like you. Someone's drowning right in front of your eyes, and you're just gonna watch him sink?
What I'm saying is, we have to put a stop to the bullying without getting the whole school involved. What started in that classroom will end in that classroom.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, but did you say you were a detective?
Her name's Yagami.
And you want to put a stop to the bullying, like it's that easy. Tell me, where does all this confidence come from?
You think there's a real chance we could pull this off, Yagami-san?
I do. Can you bring up that video again?
Sure. One moment.
I think the secret to stopping the bullying is right here in this video.
Really? Then by all means, detective, enlighten us.
You don't have to be so condescending.
Nope, she's got a point. You gotta back up that claim. So what's this big secret you're talking about?
It's those students sitting idly by. They're aware of the problem, but aren't doing anything to help.
Well, yeah, there's a whole flock of bullies. Get in their way, you're their next target. Adults do the same thing, honestly. Guess we're not so different from high schoolers.
Then we should hold some sort of trial and get the class involved? Is that what you're trying to suggest?
Again, something like that would only spread the issue. And that would only bring more pain to Koda-san. Tell me, what is your suggestion, Yagami-san?
What I'm getting at is that it's the silence of all her classmates that's empowering these bullies. On the surface, we only see students turning their eyes as one of their own gets tormented. They feign disinterest or pretend not to notice because remember, that's the safest thing to do. But deep down, it kills them to see it.
Yeah, no shit.
So if the class could just express that, the pressure would then shift to the bullies. We have to tip the social balance in that classroom, become the voices of justice, of social law.